Hey folks, it's time for the TWiP Photo Critique. This is episode number 97.
This is TWiP.
Hey, welcome back to another TWiP Photo Critique. This is critique number 97. We're honing in on 100, and we'll have some special news for you when we get closer to 100, i.e. the next episode or the one after that one. But this week's topic was zippers. However you choose to interpret it, long as it was safe for work. So here to discuss this week's crop of images with me is the partner in crime, Mr. Troy Miller. Hey, Troy, how's it going, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Zippers, huh? You came up with that, right?
You know, it's one of those words that I just think are funny. And there's funny words, you know, like pudding. Pudding is one of my favorite words. I actually have characters and hard drives named pudding.
Really?
I do. I just think it's
you just like to say those words, right?
Well, okay. So a little deviation, but when I teach classes and I tell everybody like, okay, we're gonna make a folder and name it pudding. So the rest of the time we're telling everybody like, okay, we're gonna copy photos, we're gonna put them in pudding. So now when you load pudding into Capture One.
Yeah.
And it's great. You get to say pudding like 47 times. It's great.
Oh, man. You know, you can form all kinds of sentences with clever uses of words and naming hard drives, right?
Oh, yeah. And then coagulate. That's another good word. I use that on wedding days.
Oh, man. Yeah, a little secret. We used to, like when I used to travel for work with, God, who was I with? I don't know. This is a high-tech company. But we'd be in like Vegas or whatever. And you know how you can... Back then, people were making their own little private networks. Right. Because, you know, hotel Wi-Fi sucked. It still sucks for the most part, but it sucked. So, you know, you bring your own little hotspot. And then if all the rooms were together, you could all share the same internet connection, high speed. But you could name the network whatever you want. So we'd be like, all kinds of stuff that's not safe for work. We'd put, room 571 free, whatever, People would log on and see that and like, we were evil.
People knocking at the door across the hall. Oh, that is brilliant. Okay, so I'm not devious. I'm just creative.
That's devious, yeah. I saw one actually here. One of my neighbors has their Wi-Fi network. It's named DEA Van.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's pretty brilliant, right?
That's great. Yeah, I love that.
All right, cool. Well, let's dive in. We've got a lot to go through today, I think.
Yeah, we got like 5 or 6, so not too bad.
Yeah, so let's
it rose to the zipper challenge.
Yeah, yep. So let's go ahead and switch this over to... You don't want to see all that. You want to just see TWiP Pro. There we go. Okay. Cool. So the zipper challenge. First one up is Karen Sweeney. I think she knows you, man. I think if she doesn't know you, you two are friends. She's mentioning your favorite show of all time.
I know. And you know what? I feel completely bad that I don't get the reference with zipper.
I thought you would, because I know the show, but you are a fanatic.
I'm missing it. But she says it's in the note, she says that it's a nod to the Urban Dictionary. And I got to tell you, I did a little quickie research. I could not find it. So
okay, Karen, you gotta fill us in. She says, for the caption, I hope I'm not too late. This one is a nod to the Urban Dictionary. Walter, I don't think you're getting this one straight. Some people have strange vices. Nikon D850. Yeah, so I figured you would know about the vice. Oh, strange vices. Okay, I get it. Strange vices. But how does this relate to Fringe? I want to know.
I don't know.
Or I gotta just saying, and zippers. How does this relate to zippers? I'm really curious.
I don't know. I feel terrible as a Fringe fan. I'm missing it somehow, and so that means I got to go back and rewatch the series or something. I actually have a hard drive named Walter. Because I can never find anything. It's on Walter. And if you're a Fringe fan, you understand Walter can never find anything.
You know what my hard drive is named? My main hard drive? My main one is called Macintosh HD.
Clever.
And my SanDisk drive is named SanDisk 2 terabyte.
Okay, come on. It's 2020, dude. You could come up with some better names.
You know, I figure I'm going to use my cleverness on things that deserve it. So.
Yeah. Next time, name it Zipper. So.
All right. I will. All right. Let's bring up Karen's here. Okay. So what do you think of the shot?
I love
use of gels. I like the shadow of the paper clips behind the monitor and all that. What do you think?
I love it. I mean, I think that it's super creative. Unfortunately, I'm not getting the Zipper reference, but aside from that, you know, the scene is set up fun. It's a lab. There's some glasses, it looks like, or no, that's like an ohm meter on the lower left. There's some chemistry bottles, things going on in the back. The colors, you know, the fringe Department of Defense. I'm totally digging every bit of that. The color combination is fun. The shadow cast is great. I love the image. I think it's great. I just even the blinds in the back, you know, like because they are hiding down in a basement in a university. So I like it. And the red light. Yeah, it really speaks to the whole genre. So the whole fandom. I like it, but I don't get it. It's awful. I'm sorry.
Karen Sweeney, see this consummate Fringe fan. You've stumped him. You stumped this guy.
Yeah, and then when she tells me, I'm gonna be like, oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we need to know. Well, I like it. This is cool. I like the. I gotta start playing with gels. I'm, you know, the whole juxtaposition of the green and the red, and you know. I was designing something the other day for the new relaunch of TWiP, and I had to physically draw out the color wheel because I needed you know the what is it? We had an acronym saying for the RGB, you know, to remember the words to go around the circle. But again, that was not safe for work either, so I can't say that. The Roy G. Bibb thing. So
the Roy G. Bibb, yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to know what it was, TWiP members, just let me know and I'll tell you. All right, cool. Lamb is up next. Lamb says, this is the custom-made zipper to the side pockets of my trousers for a specific purpose, pickpocket prevention. Say that 3 times fast. 2 years ago, my wallet was stolen from the very same pocket by the pickpocket thief while I was fully immersed in shooting the Christmas Eve celebration crowded with revelers. In general, thieves do not want to spend extra time and efforts in stealing. That's true. All you gotta do is make it a little hard for them, and they'll bail. He shot this with his Nikon 1J5. Let's take a look. I
love that. He had a zipper installed. I like that.
That's wow. Is it that bad? I mean. You know, I heard we were warned when I went on Valerie Jardin's Paris photo workshop. Right. We went to the Eiffel Tower, and she briefed us before we got there about that was kind of a hotbed for pickpockets and all that. And, you know, and it is so funny. It actually happened. I didn't get pickpocketed, but she said, I think it was her, someone said that the technique was they would come up to you if they noticed you were a foreigner, which most of us were obviously foreigners. They would come up to you and start talking to you about some Greenpeace thing or some Save the Planet thing, and they were looking for signatures. Meanwhile, their accomplices would be behind you, you know, helping themselves to your goods and all your other stuff. Wow. And they tried it with me. They came up, like some lady came up to me like, hey, we would like to know if you'd like to. And I was like, nope. Made sure all my stuff was covered and moonwalked away.
You just spin in circles while you talk to them. You just pirouette the whole time.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that. I mean, I already had my mime makeup on, so I didn't feel like I'd been over the top. All right. So what do you think of the shot?
You know, I think it's very clever. If I didn't know the story, I would still think it's very clever. I like, you know, I would probably title this like the hidden zipper. You know, and it's those little things in our world that we just don't realize are there all the time, right?
Yep.
So I think it's cool. I wish it was more abstract. I mean, you know, this kind of shot, you could come in super tight and you could do really creative angles, shoot from the inside, looking out past the zipper. You know, like this is what my iPhone sees every day or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that'd be fantastic. I was looking at this. I was like, I wish I could see something popping out of that open part of the zipper.
Groot.
Maybe some cash, actually some Chinese currency or something popping out of there would have been, it would have added to the story a little bit.
Right.
Of the because right now it's in pickpocket temptation mode, right?
Yeah.
Because this is a pickpocket lure right now.
Exactly.
So, I love it. Cool. And we kind of get a little glimpse into Lamb's wardrobe. We know how you dress now, Lamb. Cool. All right. Very good. Thank you, sir, for participating. All right. Next shout is from Michael DeRay. Michael says, it was looking a little lowly in this critique. It was. I mean, it was like cobwebs in here.
Yeah. Well, it's a challenging subject, right? Zippers, like.
Because no one has a zipper, right? No one on the planet has a zipper. They're so hard to find. They're so scarce.
Right.
But he shot this with his Olympus EM5 Micro Four Thirds. Very cool. And he edited it in Affinity and Luminar 4 with that sky replacement feature, presumably. Right?
Yeah, and a little of the sun flare. That little flare feature. Yep, I love it.
Yeah, that is really cool. What would you think this would be an ad for?
Oh, geez.
I was going to say like feminine products or something.
I drink more water. It's.
Let's have a caption contest for Michael DeRay's image.
Oh, yes.
People in TWiP, members, caption this image. What would it be? What if this was an image that, that needs a caption, which I think it does, how would you caption it?
The story behind the fly. I don't know.
In search of the Holy Grail or something.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I love it.
I think it's super clever. I don't know if Michael really thought that deeply about it, or if he just thought it would be fun. But I think this could go a long way to talk about creativity and suggestion and product marketing. And so this could be commercial, or this could be just abstract art. I could see this hanging in a gallery and, a giant image of it, right? Like, and people are going to walk up and go, what is the artist trying to say?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he's not trying to say anything. He's just like, I wonder what it looks like.
Yeah, I was watching Fringe and I'm playing on my MacBook.
Yeah, and this photo group I'm part of, they said do a zipper thing, so I did a zipper thing. Here I am.
Or you could blow it, like you said, blow it up big, put a thick black frame on it, and put a $20,000 price tag on it.
Hanging in LACMA. Yeah. The zipper.
Because people would say, you know what? The artist was speaking about this. Notice the zipper at the bottom, the actual handle of the zipper. It's facing upward.
What is he trying to say with that?
What is he trying to say with the upward facing zipper? Normally they're facing down.
Telling us to look into the negative space, and the environment is suffering right now because there's too much plastics in the environment. And
or he's saying, open up your soul because inside there's beauty within. Just unzip yourself.
Oh my God.
I love it. We're joking around, obviously, Michael, but I would, it's a poke at fine art, right?
Well, this is what images do, though. Whether it's a portrait or a fine art portrait or a landscape or a wedding image or whatever, it invokes a thought in your brain that makes you stop and think. And some things are more obvious, so we don't really think that far. And other things like this and Karen Sweeney's is we have to be more creative and we have to think about things,
Yeah. Yep.
And so that makes it super fun. I dig it. Way to go!
What do you think, before we leave this one? What do you think of the sky replacement job that Luminar did on this?
Well, assuming that Luminar did it, I think
he said he processed it in Luminar. I believe. Yeah, Luminar 4. So.
Right, but we don't know if he used the sky replacement feature. So I'd be interested to know if it was the sky replacement feature. It did a really damn good job, around the zipper and all the little spaces. There's no halos in there.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of haloing on the edges near, the pant line kind of thing. So, yeah.
But do you think it gives? Well, I mean, it's obviously a composite, but do you think that haloing is egregious and it gives it away, or do you think it's seamless?
No, it's not egregious at all. Actually, the haloing is not anywhere around like the detailed stuff, like around the zipper and stuff. The haloing is more around that upper right edge, which to me feels like more like a vignetting or like a pushing the clarity too far or something like that.
Yeah, it kind of adds to it though, because it kind of, I don't mind having that little glow around it because it's already surrealistic anyway.
I don't know why, but this reminds me of Time Bandits. Remember Time Bandits?
Yeah,
when they traveled,
with the little people in there. Yeah,
yeah, they ran through closets and they popped out into like these. I see Time Bandits when I think of this. Like
they need to redo Time Bandits. That would be so cool. Yeah, or maybe not, because they tend to destroy redos these days. Just leave it alone.
They're redoing everything else. Why not Time Bandits?
Oh God, yeah, Hollywood, get some creativity, make some new stories. All right. Cool.
Yeah, good job, Michael.
Yep, I dig it. I dig that one a lot. All right, Craig Stanfley's up. I'm afraid to click on this one. I'm going to click on it anyway.
No, it's good. It's good. I looked at it earlier.
Okay, Craig says, my favorite zipper. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, what are we looking at here?
Oh, yeah, I know what it is.
I see his name in there, Craig Stanfley. I have a feeling Craig Stanfley's favorite color is my favorite color, red.
That's his driving suit.
Oh, is that the driving suit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that where his name is generally, I'm guessing that's his waistband. Like usually it's like a Velcro piece that wraps around your waist really tight. So that zipper that we see right there, I'm guessing is like in the chest area. But that's his driving suit from when he used to do rally cars.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm guessing the when you zip this thing up, that means you're getting ready for some fun.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't put that on unless you're going to go racing or it's Halloween. So
yeah, I got to imagine putting that thing on. It's got to feel like suiting up to like go on a spacewalk or putting on a superhero's costume or something, because something awesome is about to happen.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Okay. Now, speaking about this photo and the presentation of it, he's got a white border around it with a black key line and then a slight drop shadow around the black key line. What do you think of that? Is that too much? Is it good for this presentation?
Without the drop shadow. Drop shadows are very, Windows 3.1. Look what I can do now. I'm just not.
Drop shadows going down and to the left. I think that might be because he's south of the equator. It might.
Maybe. I like the key line. I like that. I like that presentation. I think that's pretty cool. No drop shadows. We don't need a drop shadow. The image seems a little flat to me. I don't know if that's just Mighty doing its damage, but the highlights could be brought up a little bit and give it a little bit more contrast. But I think it's a very clever shot. I like it.
Love it. Very cool. All right. Craig Stanfley. And you were asking for abstract zipper shots. This is an abstract zipper shot.
Yeah. You didn't know what it was. We do know that he wears an extra large though, because that's what it says right there. So
yeah, there you go. He might have photoshopped that in there just to All right, Craig Stanfley. And last but not least in this crop is our friend Mr. Peter Levshin. And Peter says nothing, but it was shot with his Canon 5D Mark III with a 24 millimeter. Oh, he did say the famous Balboa zipper. Yes, we do have a caption.
Yeah.
Let's bring that up here.
Yeah, that's a cool shot. I know right where that's at. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wonder if you think this is handheld for sure, right?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because
you can handhold this with, these modern cameras, even your Nikon Z you can handhold with the 5-axis image stabilization and get these kind of shots now.
Yeah, but this is Peter and it's a 5D Mark III.
Oh, right.
So chances are it could be handheld because it depends on how fast.
What do you mean this is Peter? Spinning. What does that mean? Is Peter always caffeinated or something? He's got the shakes?
No, it's just Peter. I can pick on him. He's my friend. I'm gonna say no, that it's not handheld, because the supports and the cabling and just the machinery, the shack in the back, it's so sharp, it's so tack sharp that I don't think it is. I think it's probably a tripod. I'm
gonna say it. Peter, let's have you let us know, but I'm gonna say he handheld this.
Yeah,
I want to go with handheld. You laugh. I love that. He's just like whatever.
What I do like about the shot is that you can clearly see the star. So, the center of the wheel is barely turning, right? So it's nice that the star is there, and then the people on the outside look like the chairs are spinning a lot faster. So, and they're blurred. So I like that a lot.
Yeah. I dig it.
I wouldn't know that that's called the Balboa zipper, though. So
where is this at?
It's in Balboa, and it's where it's called the Fun Zone. So it's on Balboa Peninsula.
Okay, so it's in California. Okay.
Yeah, there's for those in Southern California, there's a ferry crossing that goes over to Balboa Island, and this is right there by the ferry crossing.
I didn't even know there was such a place as Balboa, to be honest with you. So, the only Balboa I know is Rocky. So
oh no,
that's the only one.
No, it's beautiful down there. It's really cool.
All right, well, cool. Well, that's the crop of submissions for this episode, this recording. You have a favorite?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Michael. I don't think it's a hard call for me. I think that he took the zipper topic to the extreme and was very creative and suitable for work.
Yeah, I totally. Yeah. He leaves it to our imaginations to be, not suitable for work. But.
Right. So I'm wondering, was somebody wearing these when he took that photo, or? Right? I mean, like, if I'm going to photograph a pair of pants, it's much easier if they're on a model, because then they're filled out and it's easy to.
I'm going to guess no, because that would have made the compositing much harder.
Well,
there's a lot of detail in there.
I'm just going to say, skin tone is a constant tone. It's an easy tone to mask out. So.
Oh, God. I'm going to go with no, because you could have just laid these on the bed and put some construction paper behind it and shot it and replaced the cloth. So, come on. Yeah. Occam's razor, Troy Miller. Occam's razor.
Yeah, it's way easier to have somebody do it for you.
Oh, man. All right. Well, Michael DeRay, congratulations, man. We love that shot. Obviously, because it's sparking so much conversation here. So
yeah. So we have basically two things. One, we want to know if somebody's wearing these when you started this, and two, we would like the community to help us to write captions for this. I think that.
Yes, please write your captions. Who's a clever? Joshua.
Yeah,
Joshua's gonna come up with the perfect caption for this.
I didn't want to put him on the spot, but Josh was gonna come up with something. Yeah.
Yep, I know it. Joshua, we know your personality now, and we know you can do this. So
yeah.
Did you hear that sound? That was the gauntlet being thrown down. So.
Yeah.
So cool. All right, man. So next week, what's our critique topic for next week?
I think we're going to do open, right?
Yeah.
A little breather, a little open, and then that'll put us at 98, and then we can sort of slide in some new ideas we have for the rest of the year. So
yeah. For the rest of the year. For the year. We're at the beginning. So
I know I keep calling this year next year. When I talk about F64, I'm like, so next year's event we're going to do this.
Doesn't it feel weird that we're in 2020 now? It feels weird. Like even saying 2020, for kids that were born in the 60s, it just feels weird to say that.
Yeah. No. It's completely bizarre. No, it's completely bizarre. So
yeah. I still feel like people are saying I still feel cheated. I don't. There's no aliens here. There are no flying cars. We haven't mastered faster than light travel. None of that stuff is here.
No. But we do have like an urban tank designed by a rocket scientist.
Oh, Elon's not a rocket scientist, though, is he?
Well, kind of. He's a rocket scientist, car engineer.
He read some books.
Flamethrower clothing manufacturer, right? Makes hats, t-shirts, flamethrowers, rockets that go to space. It looked like they were designed in the 50s. They're all shiny and beautiful. I mean, come on.
We do have something. We do have our Tony Stark, but
okay, fair enough. Yeah,
we have our Tony Stark. All right, well, cool. All right, well, that's it for episode number 97, Zippers. Congratulations, Michael DeRay, for being this week's favorite. Next week it is open. So feel free to submit whatever you want. And we'll judge it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. This will be kind of a good way to set the tone for the year, right? Because what are you thinking about for 2020 kind of thing? You know, what's on your mind photographically for 2020? It could be landscapes, it could be portraits, it could be macro, it could be composites, it could, you know, anything.
Yep. Put that mirrorless to the test. Get that thing out there working.
I know you're talking to me. I know.
I'm talking to somebody else. He's buying.
What are you saying? Are you saying get it off the shelf? You know, get it.
Yeah.
There's two drones on that shelf back there. You see that?
I'm not going to reveal anything, but I have inside information. Somebody else may be getting a new camera, which would be mirrorless. So in the community. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that happens. And
a cliffhanger. I wonder who that is.
I'll tell you in the green room because I don't want to spoil it, you know, because we don't know how soon it's going to happen. So
okay, cool. All right, well, that's it for this episode number 97 of the TWiP Photo Critique. I'll see you next week.
You got it. All right, take care, guys.
All right, man. See you later.
This is TWiP.